I don't get it.
What don't you get?
So, episode 57, we talked about 2 episodes of the original Gridman.
Yeah.
That spiked in views.
Yep.
It's so far our most popular video since the rebranding.
Yep.
Episode 58, it was all about the brand new anime. You know, it was hip, it was cool. Hasn't even broken 70 views. How does... What?
I don't know.
So you know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna go straight back to Ultraman.
Aww.
But first, let's schwa that roll call.
Okay.
Eiji Tsuburaya, the man who created something from nothing. Godzilla. Ultraman. But when those who don't give his franchises enough credit, these podcasters will do it justice. For they are...
Kaiju Sentai! Ultraranger!
Love our Hall of Fame's Ultraman. Ultra Yellow Canister, gone.
The other son of Belial, Ultra Pinkcaster, Lane!
Spreading the love on one of Japanese beloved franchises.
Kaiju Sentai! Ultraranger! Shra!
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Kaiju Sentai Ultraranger episode 59, the podcast where we talk about Ultraman's past, present, and future, Godzilla, and all Kaiju in between. I'm your host, Ultra Yellow Caster, Autogar.
And I'm your co-host, Ultra Pinkcaster, Lane Rose Pink Rosa. Lane, stop it. It's not funny anymore.
It was never funny. Stop bringing up Team 3
Now,
stuff.
I'm just going to show you this card. I'm putting the episode, but Shadowcaster found pictures of a Rika cosplayer from Gridman, and my god,
I saw that.
she is on fucking point.
I don't know what's more disturbing.
Like, she has the perfect legs for him. It's fucking hot. I love
Please, no.
it. Yeah. Cult of Rika.
It's fucking weird. So, anyways, we are back to normal.
Yeah.
No Gridman.
I was on such a Gridman kick. Now I just want to watch Gridman.
No SSS Gridman.
You know what? I'm gonna go find Redcaster, and we're gonna make our own show, and it's just gonna talk about Gridman. We'll call ourselves Kaiju Sentai Gridranger.
No.
The show where we talk about Gridman's past, present, future.
Stop making Gridman a thing. It's never going to happen.
Fuck, I forgot his name. God damn it.
Exactly.
Gamera and all Kaiju in between.
Wow, you forgot Gamera's name? You fucking douche.
Hey, Ultraman!
Hey, Ultraman!
You douchebag.
You douche.
It's a Game Grumps joke.
Yeah,
Like,
I found
5 years ago.
Yeah, I found an old Game Grumps video, and I found it to be the most funniest video of all. It was them playing Pac Tac.
Yeah, that was back when they were like really good at their improvisation.
So today we are talking about episode 13 of Ultraman Rube and episode 8 of Ultraman X. But first we got some news.
Really?
Yeah, 6 pieces of news actually. 2 of them about TV, 2 of them about books, and 2 of them about merchandise.
Alright.
So our first news story is that the English dub of Ultraman Max will soon be available through Toku HD's streaming service.
Cool.
Okay.
That's relevant since we're talking about Max this week.
Yeah. Oh, great. You just spoiled it.
Oops.
Anyways, the English dub for Ultraman Max was previously airing on Toku's TV network since January of 2017. The online subscription starts with a 7-day free trial, followed by a monthly payment of $3.99.
Alright.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. Congrats, it got a dub. Spoilers, no one cares about dubs anymore.
Aww.
Especially since, why watch an inferior like an inferior product when I could watch the original.
That's true.
It's kind of like Hong Kong bootleg subs. It's like, all right, that's the closest I got.
I really hope that fucking Ultraman movie from China.
Oh,
fucking sub.
I hope someone finds that.
We have to watch it.
We gotta
review it because we gotta see how much they've ruined Ultraman.
Next up, Alexander
Skarsgård joins Godzilla vs. Kong. Oh,
yeah.
neato.
So the lead actor from what's it called? True Blood
And Legend of Tarzan. Ooh.
Oh yeah, that movie that came out in like 2016.
That did awful. Like I don't even think it lasted its opening weekend.
It probably did.
No one gave a shit. Because Tarzan's irrelevant. No one remembers Tarzan. No one cares about Tarzan. If you're gonna watch Tarzan, you're gonna watch the Disney's Tarzan movie.
Yeah.
Because that's the best iteration of it.
Like I did a quick search of him on IMDb. He's best known for just being in True Blood. Like True Blood was his big like breakthrough career.
It was the vampire show for people who don't know. Rogue was in it as a main character.
Wait, Rogue from the X-Men movies?
Yeah, she was the fucking lead.
Oh,
yeah,
damn.
she was the one who like dated a vampire.
Yeah, but remember when vampires were the big thing in cinemas?
Yeah, and then Twilight ruined everything.
Well, Twilight was the one that started it.
Oh, and probably the 6th Underworld movie.
Yeah. But yeah, it started off with Harry Potter.
Well, what's your favorite movie monster, Gar?
My favorite movie monster?
Mine's the Wolfman.
So we're just talking about like Universal monsters?
Sure, like a generic movie monster.
Okay, generic movie monster?
I'd say for me werewolves. Like werewolves, werebears, any kind of like lichen creature.
I want to say Frankenstein, maybe. Frankenstein's
monster.
Yeah. I think that might be because when I was a kid, I grew up watching the Alvin and the Chipmunks meet Frankenstein, in which they made him a dopey type of character.
Oh, you know what we should have watched for like Halloween?
What?
Because it's Halloween this week, we should have fucking watched. Wasn't like Frankenstein one of the movies, like a Godzilla movie or
Frankenstein Conquers the World.
Yeah, we should watch that.
Oh, I would have if I could actually find a damn copy.
Right.
Toho, come on, start re-releasing these movies.
Frankenstein Conquers the World. We want to see that.
No, just start releasing these movies in like better quality over here.
Yeah.
I want to go on illegal sites. But yes, what's his name? Alexander Skarsgård joins Godzilla vs. Kong, which is set to be released on May 22nd, 2020, 1 year exactly after Godzilla King of the Monsters. Which, speaking of Godzilla King of the Monsters, IDW just announced Godzilla Aftershock, a graphic novel tie-in for the comic, or for the movie.
Oh, cool. So it takes place like after their 2014 movie and then before.
Well, the events of the novel will take place in between the events of the 2014 film and King of the Monsters. The upcoming graphic novel will be written by Arvid Nelson and illustrated by Drew Edward Johnson. In addition, the events of the novel are canon to the overall MonsterVerse series and will introduce a brand new original monster to the canon and will reveal new details about the Monarch organization various activities. There is a synopsis, but not going to read it because I actually want to read this book. Godzilla Aftershock is set for a spring 2019 release. Godzilla King of the Monsters, on the other hand, will be written and directed by Michael Dougherty, who did X2, Mutants United, Superman Returns, and Krampus, and co-written by Krampus writer Zach Shields, and is set for a May 30th, 2019. Oh, right, it got postponed. It was coming out in March, but now it's coming out in May.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Because I want to be there for those summer blockbusters. Because, it's going to try to beat Avengers 4, which it will not.
Well, I think... Oh, I feel so sorry for this guy now. You're right in between, like...
Should have released it in March.
Yeah.
Oh, but isn't that when...
That's when Captain Marvel comes out.
Oh, so it would have been fucked either way.
Fucking Marvel ruins everything now.
What are you going to go see? A Godzilla movie? or an MCU film.
Yeah, that's the problem with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I'm just going to straight up admit, I fucking hate how they release, like, one movie every 3 months. Like, seriously, in March, you have Captain Marvel. May, Avengers 4, whatever the fuck you're going to fucking call it. That's the title of it, Avengers 4, whatever the fuck you're going to fucking call it.
Whoa.
And then July, you got Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yep.
So it's like, if you release a movie between March and, like, say, like, August, you're fucked. And this is why Wonder Woman 1984 got postponed to 2020. It's like, we can't compete with this. No, next year.
Yeah.
Then you got Shazam coming out,
Yeah.
which... When's the superhero fatigue gonna start?
Never. I mean, hey, for me personally, dude, I enjoy every MCU film that comes out.
I do too, but sometimes someone has to put their foot down and be like, enough is enough.
So the question, audience, is, am I going to go see Godzilla or the MCU films? I'm going to see both.
Yeah.
Because I've watched, with Gar, I've watched every single Godzilla movie, and am I planning to stop? No.
No, until one of us dies.
Yeah, or they just, Godzilla gets...
Well, unless Toho goes bankrupt.
Which...
Oh no, they're made of money.
Right?
They've become money.
Hell, now they're like we've talked about before, they're planning on making a goddamn Godzilla cinematic universe.
Which I'm fine with that, because it's like, they're gonna give their own, like, they're gonna give each monster their own movie.
Sweet! Which means we can have an excuse to watch those Kaiju's original movies.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, when, we hear, like, a Mothra movie's coming out in Japan, then we'll be like, okay, let's go watch the original Mothra movies. Oh, let's go watch Rodan. Let's watch fucking King Ghidorah.
And then we're gonna learn, oh shit, these movies actually kind of suck.
Yeah.
Joking. just holy shit, that sucked.
And, like, for a possible thing for me in Godzilla, King of the Monsters, I'm honestly afraid that Mothra's not gonna be in it that long.
Oh no, chances are Mothra's gonna awaken and then reset the world.
Yeah, or just die in a blaze of glory like she's done, but like the last 2 movies she was in.
And then like another Mothra egg just shows up with a larva Mothra.
No, seriously, the last 2 movies Mothra was in burst into flames and fucking sacrificed herself. That's all she's good for. But you know what? It's cool because Mothra's one of the best.
I feel like Rodan's gonna be the one that sacrifices himself in King of the Monsters.
Oh, King Ghidorah's gonna fucking tear Rodan in half.
That's what I mean. Like King Ghidorah's chances are King Ghidorah's gonna show up, beat the shit out of Rodan, gonna fight Godzilla, larva Mothra. Try saying that 3 times fast.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
Basically, she's going to get weakened, probably going to Cocoon. After the fight, she's gonna come back out as,
spread her wings out like in the fucking trailer. God damn this! Every time I see that, my hair stands up because it's so fucking cool.
Just the wings spread out. She's gonna fly around, probably save everyone because Mothra, the fucking hippie peacekeeper. I'm joking. Love you, Mothra.
I hope the Legendary movies eventually make Mechagodzilla. I'd be so fucking happy.
Well, from what we understand, Godzilla vs. Kong is the last film in the MonsterVerse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because remember, the rights after Godzilla vs. Kong, the rights go back to Toho.
Yeah.
So it's like, 4 solid films. That's good enough for a cinematic universe. That's like a good day.
Yep, and then soon we're going to be watching part 3 of Godzilla Monster Planet. So.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to get this graphic novel, do you think?
Maybe. Actually, while looking at it, I noticed it's not IDW, it's Legendary Comics, so...
They own their own comic?
I guess Legendary Pictures is making their own comic.
Wait, was the Power Rangers 2017 movie comic by Legendary?
No, it was done by Boom.
Oh, okay.
It was, but...
I still gotta read that and own it.
Ironically enough, that's also called Aftershock.
Oh. Huh.
What are a few words overused in comics? Aftershock, Crisis, Wars.
Gar, you know what?
Also Saga.
You should be you should actually buy this graphic novel, read it, and then you can be one of those people who's like, oh, I know what happens before this because like that was me when I watched Clone Wars, Star Wars: The Clone Wars season 2, and it ended with like them going to rescue the Chancellor at Coruscant. And so I'm just walking in episode 3 and I just see the Battle of Coruscant. I'm like, yep, I know when this started. Just being like one of those douchebags, like, yep, I already know. Oh, look, Grievous, I know why he's got that cough. I know why he's got that cough. I love that. That was such a proud moment for me.
Anyways, speaking of other books, Red Man Volume 2 has been announced. And
oh my god, he looks so weird.
He does look weird.
He's got a nose.
Oh, there we go. All right.
So, Gar, where's Volume 1, huh?
Oh, gee, I didn't buy it because, it's something called fucking broke.
Ooh.
Okay, it's not that I'm broke, just, finances are going to a better thing.
Mm-hmm.
Red Man Volume 2 has been announced by Phase Fix Publishing. Creator and artist Matthew Frank released the cover. And it'll be released on November 30th at Tokyo Comic Con.
There's a cool picture, though.
Yeah, which its general sale in bookstores will be in mid-December. A English language release will come after this. We'll keep you up to date when Volume 2 actually comes out.
Yep.
Nothing else to say, just it happened.
Yay, Red Man.
Yeah.
That's the thing Gar likes.
And then on to our toy news. Premium Bandai announces the Ultraman Rube Gyro Saki Mitsurugi specification set.
Yeah, so this is called the Rube Gyro Saki version.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And it comes with a blank crystal?
Yeah, it comes with a blank crystal.
Cool. Gar, maybe we can draw our Ultraman onto that. And I'll just be like, Ultraman!
Or, we could just buy the candy toy versions and customize them.
That'd be neat.
Yeah.
It looks nice.
Yeah,
I like the gray on it.
Again,
I'd probably get this. I just don't like the decals on the black part of the gyro.
Oh no, I think it improves.
But other than that, I like the gray all around the gyro. It looks super nice. I'm just a big advocate of gray. I have no idea why.
I'm just reading it. Reading some of the article. About 20 types. So basically, 20 phrases are included in the new Rube Gyro, in which it's Saki. The Ultraman Rube Gyro Saki specification set includes a DX Saki. The gyro and the blank crystal. The DX, the item will require 3 AAA batteries, which are not included. 0 out of 10. It'll be shipment will be in March of 2019. Pre-orders are expected until December 25th, 2018 at 23 Japanese Standard Time. And it'll cost 5,616 yen.
So probably looking like $80 for this. It's cool.
It's a cool until you hit middleman fees, in which it will probably become like a $200 thing.
Maybe. We'll see.
And I remember when I had to pay an arm and a leg for the Dark Orb ring.
But it's worth it.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
And I don't care if there is a retail version of the Dark Orb ring now. I own the original.
It's funny. Like Dave told me about the Build Hazard figure. He's like, you're not gonna get one until June. I hope you know that. And he's like, you might as well just buy one from eBay or something like that, because then you can get it faster. And I'm like, yeah, but I can wait because I can at least guarantee I'll get one. Because I don't feel comfortable spending $150 online.
Wait, is he referring to the Tamashii Nations event?
No, he's talking about the retail one.
Oh, the retail one that's coming out.
Yeah, but he got the second shipment in for June. So.
Okay, in which the Hazard figure, the retail one, it doesn't come with hot Gatling, does it?
Yes, it does. I think it is.
Oh, it is?
I think it's going to come with it.
I hope so.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Alright, and speaking of Tamashii Nations, we got some reveals.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck all the Kamen Rider ones. I'm joking.
Yeah, alright, let's go to the most important one first, please.
Yeah.
So...
Number 1.
Motherfucking SH Figure Arts, Ultraman Belial. My boy, my favorite Ultraman, and holy shit, he looks amazing.
He does.
I am fucking buying this.
For a prototype, he actually looks pretty good.
Yeah. Like, look how bulky he is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, I want to get this, then get G'd, and then if I really want to, get Thunderbreaster, and just have all 3 of them, just like the Belial boys.
And the best part of all, it has a release date.
2019, baby.
Yeah.
I'm getting one.
April of 2019.
I'll have to make sure to keep reminding Dave to get me one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and then
So with the others, there is a SH Figure Arts Ultra 7 special colored version.
So
Don't ask me what's so special about it.
Looks like the head's like more like,
Maybe?
it's not like silver. If you look on his head, like it's more like a gray plastic instead of like a silver paint.
That could be it.
Maybe it's supposed to be like based around like one of his like original designs or something. Like, did he have different designs? Kind of.
I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe you are.
Maybe it's just a more show accurate looking Ultra 7.
Well, no, that was the whole point of the SH Figure Arts Ultramen. Like, they're meant to look more like the suits. Where if you look at the Ultra Acts, they do look amazing, but they are heavily like they're 80% not show accurate.
Yeah.
Where the figure arts are more show accurate.
Yeah.
Like screen accurate, if you want to say.
I don't know. I like this. I actually like this version of him.
It looks a lot better than the Ultra Act, I will admit.
Mm-hmm.
It's only for display purposes as of right now, but it's Ultra 7, so chances are it'll get released in the future.
Oh, yeah.
And once again, there's Belial. And I was correct. They did show off the other 4 Rosso and Blue figure arts. So we have Rosso Flame.
Or Blue Flame.
Rosso. No,
Rosso
yeah,
Aqua.
Blue Flame. You're all right. We got Rosso Aqua.
And
we also got Ultraman Rube.
which we already said that the gimmick figure looks fucking good. The vinyl figure looks good. And as if there was no doubt, the figure art looks fucking amazing.
The head needs a bit more work, but it's a prototype.
Yeah.
And it's only display only, but if Royal Mega Master got released, chances are this will get released.
I'm surprised you haven't jumped on Royal Mega Master.
Well, I need again, finances.
Yeah, that's true.
And we also got a shot of, like, there aren't really any clear shots, but we did get a shot of Ultraman Rosso Wind form and Ultraman Blue Ground form.
Yeah, so we have figure arts of, like, all
8
versions.
forms.
Yeah.
Which they all look good. Hopefully the second wave comes out, and then Ultraman Rube will probably happen in the futures. And last but not least, we have Ultraman Zero Ultimate form that was shown off, which is just the regular Ultraman Zero figure with the Ultimate armor.
Oh, and there's X in the background.
Yeah, and as always, Ultraman X, which I am picking up from Dave.
Nice.
Dave.
Oh, and
then, yeah, back to the Kamen Rider ones, in which they look fine.
yeah, so we've already talked about Laser Level 3. Ichi's fucking beyond excited. Oh my god. Just my buff boy. He looks so good.
Now the only question is, will he come with another hand with the Giga Finalizer? No wait, no, the Giga Finalizer was from Jeed. I think his was just
the Finalizer?
Yeah,
Battleizer, right? Giga Battleizer?
Yeah, that was it. The Giga Battleizer.
Yeah,
that was it. Because I was like, wait, no, the Giga.
Atrocious.
Yeah.
Atrocious had it.
Oh yeah, he did. So yeah, they could easily just repackage him with it. Which I also like Atrocious.
Yep. No, Atrocious is really cool. I just I want original Belial first.
You'll get him.
I know. So I'm gonna be on my middle Dave's fucking ass about getting this figure, because I remember last year or before Anime North, I asked him to get me an Ultraman G figure art, and he was like, yeah, sure. Never got me it. So I never even bothered asking.
I feel like I kind of helped him out with Ultraman stuff before. Because, like, I feel like before Ultraman Orb, he never actually got Ultraman stuff. But, like, I personally asked him, I was like, hey, can you get me Ultraman Orb? Like, can you get me Ultraman stuff? And he's like, yeah, we can get you Ultraman stuff.
Yeah, that's a great thing about having a store called that came from Japan, because you can literally ask him for anything and he'll get it for you. Mm-hmm. That's why I was able to get the Tenga Robo. Can't wait to get that.
Can't believe you got that.
The deluxe edition, too. Comes with the fucking Tenga cannon.
Oy they.
Alright, so I think we should switch it up this time. What? So let's talk about Ultraman X first.
What? Oh, stop! Ah! Ow!
Lane!
Don't spin the room!
Lane! X doesn't use the gyro to transform.
Oh,
oh. Alright, so Ultraman X Episode 8, X in Peril.
Yeah, today we're talking about Ultraman X first over Ultraman Rube. More or less because of theories, but it was...
And also because we haven't talked about X in a while. I missed X.
Oh wow, it's not like we went 3 weeks without talking about Ultraman Rube. I know. So glad we got Rube back. No, let's talk about Ultraman X.
Yeah, X is the more superior show.
No.
No.
No, in like so many levels. Like for instance, that throughout the series of Ultraman X, there are 0.5 episodes. I think episode 7.5 and 14.5. Where it's just recaps of the seasons.
Yep.
Or of the episodes.
Yep. You just don't watch those. It's for kids who don't remember shit.
Oh, wow.
So this episode was really, really good. I enjoyed it because, you know, Zeton was in it.
Yes, Zeton made a...
He's like, Zeton.
Excuse me. Zeton. Zeton is another drink. Anyway,
another drinky
poo. Anyways, yes, episode 8 reintroduces us to the space dinosaur that is Zeton, and it also reintroduces us to Ultraman Max, Max, do Max, do Ultraman Max, in which Max's actor shows up as Dr. Toma. Yeah, Toma, sorry.
Kaito Toma.
Yeah. Well, no, just Dr. Toma at the start.
Yeah.
In which he's like, Daichi, I worked with your dad on Spark Doll research.
What?
Yeah. I have a Zeton Spark Doll. It's totally not a convenient thing that the Zeton that you were just fighting magically vanished.
Why would we have a Zeton Spark Doll when Zeton wasn't defeated? So they try X tries to fight Zeton and he tries different armors, gets his ass kicked, and then he's like, okay, we need something strong enough to fight him. So then, Toma comes in, and he's like, oh, let's develop the Cyber Zeton card so we can make the Zeton armor for X.
Daichi was already working on a Cyber card for Cyber Zeton.
Oh, okay.
But it's just, they didn't have enough data. They didn't have enough data for him. That's why Dr. Toma came in with the Spark Doll. He's like, with this, we can finish it. And it's like, oh, wow. Oh, golly gee. Let's do it.
Gee whiz.
Gee whiz. Gee Willikers.
Jiminy Jillikers.
Jiminy Jimmikers. Dr. Toma, can we really do it? I think so, Daichi. Wow. Wowee.
Sippity doo da day.
Tachibana mentions that Daichi is young, so we decided to give him catchphrases.
He sounds like a 1950s sitcom boy, like fucking Leave It to Beaver. Oh, gee whiz. Dr. Gowerman?
This is Knucking Futz. And then Blue Caster comes through the wall and be like, no!
Oh my god, can you name the title of the episode? Just leave it to Daichi.
Leave it to Daichi.
Leave it to Daichi.
Leave it to Daichi.
Yay.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna add another reference to that. Nah, we'll just leave it to Daichi.
What did you have?
Sit around the house, sit around the lab and watch Leave It to Daichi.
Oh.
It was a reference to Weird Al song where he, in the Dare to Be Stupid song with Weird Al, there's a line that says, sit around the house and watch Leave It to Beaver.
Oh, okay.
The future's after you, so what you gonna do? Dare to be stupid, dare to be stupid. What did I say? Leave it to... Leave it to Daichi.
Leave it to Daichi. So then, he's like, oh, gee whiz, X, we got a new armor for you.
I just see him with a sweater vest on and be like, oh, wowie.
Wowie, do that day.
Where is he from? Song of the South?
Yep. Songs of the South.
But yeah, anyways, they finished the, oh my goodness, this is a mouthful, Cyber Zeton Cyber Card.
Yep. Which, we saw a picture of Cyber Zeton. He's fucking cool looking.
Mm-hmm.
Like, looks really cool. And then Gar made me realize something that I didn't realize about Zeton. He's like, hey Lane, have you ever wondered where Zeton's eyes are? And I just I was like, they're on his chest, aren't they? Yeah. I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
I thought that thing on his head was always this.
Yes, no. According to UltraWiki, which gets its information from official Subaraya books, the yellow dots on Zeton's chest are his eyes.
Weird.
No, what's weird is the original ending for Zeton, the original Ultraman series, where Subaraya was like, that's too fucking dark, we're not doing that. No, kids totally couldn't handle, Zeton beating the shit out of Ultraman, cracking his color timer, then Zafi coming in and beating the shit out of him.
Oh god, I don't think they've ever done that since then, huh? Break a fucking Ultraman's color timer.
That's why in the final episode of Ultraman, when you see Ultraman just laying there, he has some sort of bubble wrap around his color timer. That's all that remains of that original ending that they had.
Wow.
Right. Don't worry, we'll talk about Zeton next week as well. Anyways, but yes, Zeton shows up again. Daichi decides to unite with X and become Ultraman X and put on the Zeton armor, which was what Dr. Toma wanted because he wasn't Toma.
What?
Yeah, he was an alien named Saran Quill.
And then, lo and behold, the real Kaito Toma shows up.
Yeah, in which Kaito Toma is a member of Dash, but not just any member of Dash. He is the main character, aka the host, for Ultraman Max.
Dash. Dirty ass shitheads.
You dumbass shitheads.
Dumbass shitheads.
You dumbass shitheads.
We find out later that it's not actually him, it's Ultraman Max assuming the form of Kaito Toma.
Oh yeah, just Ultraman have that ability.
Yeah, so that's why we always question an Ultraman or the Origin Saga just being like, what is that actually Dyna and Cosmos? Which I was like, yeah, no. That was them.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't their human forms. Or human hosts, whatever. But yeah, sorry, it flies everywhere.
Yeah.
So the suit, there's something wrong with the Zeton armor, which then it, corrupts X, and then, he can't control his body, and so,
he starts to lose his consciousness,
well. So he, Max gets, thrown off by Zeton, and then, X catches him, and so he, gives him the nod, oh, thanks for catching me, and then he just keeps holding him, and Max is like, shwa?
Shwa?
What are you doing?
Oh, so Zeton and Ultraman Max start beating the shit out, or Ultraman X starts beating the shit out of Max.
Yep.
I kept getting that confused when I was doing that. So I'm like, Max.
Fuck!
Oh, it's so hard.
Why do both of them have X in their names?
That's pretty much the reason why I kept getting them mixed up in the notes. I was like, but then it's they ask Alien Quilla. It's oh, are you here to take over the world? take over the world. Man, you guys are stupid. No, I just want revenge on Max.
Yeah, fuck Earth. It's boring.
And then, like, Ultraman Or, when freaking Alien Zeton shows up, it's like, oh, are you here to take over the world? Really? You guys' planet fucking suck.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
why would you want to invade a rotten world like this? Granted, the only good reason I've ever heard of a reason why to conquer Earth was actually with Rita Repulsa in the Go-Go Power Rangers comic, in which, like, she actually gives a valid reason why to conquer Earth. They haven't invented like hyper time space travel yet,
So they're easy.
yeah. It's like it's a win-win. We could easily take it over in like a weekend.
And then they don't.
Hey, let's make a weekend out of it.
Yo, I'm gonna take over the world on my little mini tricycle.
I'm the Wicked Witch.
So I love when, like, in Power Rangers, when in, like, the first episode when they first showed Rita Repulsa on the viewing glove, you just see her on her tricycle. Ah! And I'm like, just as an adult, you just watch that, you're like, that's our villain? Really?
We were just talking to a giant floating head.
And then Saban just does the amazing thing and makes an original villain specifically for Power Rangers. And he was amazing. And then parents complained he was too dark, and so they had to be like, okay, he marries Rita.
And it becomes a bit dumb.
No, Lord Zed was awesome. Like, early Lord Zed was so fucking cool.
Oh yeah, Lord Zed was always cool. But anyways, back, speaking of Z characters, let's go back to Dragon Ball Z. I'm joking, let's talk about more X. So Daichi is able to break Ultraman X out of his little...
By, like, using Cyber Elecking or something?
Yeah,
so
he hotwires the Zeton card with the powers of the Cyber Elecking card.
Well, like, trying killing himself in the process. Like, he's, like, getting, like, hit with electrical shocks. He's like, ah! Because, like, it's like going through, like, X's body, so, like, which is channeling through Daichi as well, so it's just, like, it's fucking hurting him.
Imagine a Pikachu using Thunderbolt with Ash Ketchum. Pretty much it.
Here's your Pikachu! Yeah, so then they finally, like, X and Max get to team up.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm a bit sad that we never heard the Max theme song.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, because Zero gets his theme song in the crossover. But fuck Max.
But yeah, seeing Max's design, like, it's cool. I'm not a big fan, like, I'm a big fan of his overall design, but I'm not a big fan of, like, the not fin. Because, like, I like Ultraman with fins.
Well, he has a fin.
Yeah, but it's kind of, like, jutted out to the front with, like, a little blue thing in the middle of it. So, like, I'm not a big fan of that.
He kind of reminds me of Ultra 7 a bit.
Yeah.
No, this episode made me appreciate Ultraman Max's design. Like, I also feel sorry for Ultraman Max altogether, because I feel like he's one of the most forgotten Ultraman out there. It's like, Ultraman Max! Yeah! Wait, who? He? In which he defeats the Saranquilla with his Galaxy Sword.
Ooh.
Yeah, Galaxy Sword, because Max is the only Heisei Ultraman with no other forms.
Well, that's why he's forgettable, because he doesn't have anything else.
Like, Tiga started the whole, like, switching colors. Dinah did the same thing because, sequel season.
Gaia did the same thing.
Gaia, same thing.
Cosmos,
a bit, but not a whole lot. Nexus had the same. Like, Nexus also had red and blue form with his base form. Max, nothing. Just, wow, Max, you dropped the ball there.
And then just Orb came out of nowhere. It's like, nope, fusions!
Oh yeah, Orb's like, that's cute. Hold my beer.
hold my soda drink.
Yeah, hold my soda drink.
Yeah, and so they defeat Zeton, they defeat the alien dude, and...
Alien Quilla.
Yeah, Quilla.
Quilla.
Zeo helped a little bit. But I think it would have been cooler if it was Zeo who defeated Zeton, because then it would have been a nice callback to
the original Ultraman,
where they defeated Zeton.
I feel like that had, like, if I was in charge of the production company, I would make that a running joke where Ultraman cannot beat the space dinosaur.
Zeton, yeah.
Yeah, it's like they can't beat Zeton, but normal humans can.
But they can defeat Zeton Death Scythe.
Mm-hmm.
I love fucking Zeton Death Scythe.
Hyper Zeton Death Scythe?
Yeah, Hyper Zeton Death Scythe.
Mm-hmm.
Hyper says, go!
But yeah, and the episode ends with Daichi and X bidding farewell with Ultraman Max.
Yeah, and Max gives him, like, I know I didn't, like, meeting my double, whatever, like that, like, the imposter, like, kind of shook your faith in people, but don't lose faith in people. Have faith in others, and that'll give you strength.
Oh, by the way, here's enough power of mine that creates an Ultraman Max cyber card.
Yeah, he just makes an Ultraman Max cyber card, fucks off, and it's like, oh. Which, Gar did tell me, it does get used at some point. So
later
that's
on.
what I like. I like when, like, a character gets, like, a MacGuffin or an item or something, and then it's used. I hate when it's not. Like, they make something it's not used. So, like, sure. Did they ever use the Ultimate Zero card again? No. But did they use it at least once? Yeah.
Will they use it ever again? Actually, yes. They'll use it again.
Oh.
Just again. I won't say when.
Okay.
Maybe. But yes, but a lot of people are probably confused as to why Ultraman Max, just again, one of the most forgotten Ultra Warriors at the time, was just in the episode.
Was his 12th anniversary?
Well, actually, yes. Unlike Ultraman Zero, there is a valid reason for it. 2015, which when Ultraman X aired, marked the 10th anniversary of Ultraman Max. So it made sense to commemorate the 10th anniversary with the return of Ultraman Max teaming up with Ultraman X.
Yeah. Because X means 10.
Yes.
Surely.
Sure. Actually, that's something that I want to know. Why is he called Ultraman X?
Oh, gee, it's not like he has fucking X's everywhere on him.
There's gotta be a reason.
No, that's exactly why.
It's like, why is his name Orb? Why is his name Jeed? Well, he gave a valid reason in Jeed, where it was the words Gene and Destiny just altered into Jeed. Yeah, that's how things work.
Gar. Anyways, let's talk about Rube. Yeah.
Alright, totally forgot about Daichi's monster.
Oh, okay. Well, also quickly, the Cyber Zeton armor, it just looked like a copy of the Cyber Gomorrah.
Yeah.
So when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, it gets cool, I guess.
But it had an awesome drill attack.
It did have an awesome drill attack. Okay, so yeah. So Ultra Rube episode 13, No Secrets Allowed, and it showed like a picture of Asahi like
holding a piece of candy.
Like, happy! So for a clip show, this is actually pretty cute. It was fun.
Was it better than Jeed's clip episode?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
All times, yes.
No Eisen, though.
Yeah, Eisen, aside from in clips, was not shown in this entire episode. Nope.
But yeah, so, like, this is a fun clip show. So it's pretty much like, Isami and Katsumi are just, like, shooting the shit, passing the ball around together, like playing catch, which...
Those crane shots.
Katsumi...
No, those crane shots that they used for the freaking clip episode. Where did we find this in the budget?
You put a camera on a crane. That's all you do. We probably have like the Subaraya crane.
Yeah, but it's like, why of all times?
Because it's them playing catch, so you want to see them actually like throwing the ball and stuff like that, because it makes the scene more relevant.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, so, but yeah, and if you notice, Katsumi had a red baseball glove, while Isami had a blue baseball glove. Rosso and blue, and they never changed their fucking clothes.
It's like
change your fucking clothes!
It's like Power Rangers Megaforce all over again.
So, yeah, and then, like, it would be cool if, like, Ushio, like, they wore one of Ushio's shirts or something all the time.
Well, they did. In, like, episode 10. And then never again.
Anyways, so then, yeah, Asahi kind of, like, runs up to him and just be like, tell me the truth, tell me everything. up till now, and they're like,
tell me everything that's happened, you bitch.
and they're like, all right.
Alright. So where do you want to begin? At the start. No, we're going to tell you right in the middle.
So, we were born. No, not that far.
Not that far.
God damn.
Which, speaking of Ushio, he actually gets a side plot in the clip episode where he's still trying to figure out, like, I remember having a daughter, but the photo I have shows that I don't have one.
Yeah, and then, like, Ushio, whatever, like, he brings out, like, he has, like, on a table, he has, like, Katsumi, Isami, and Asahi's names, and then he puts, like, a bunch of stuff related to all three of his children.
Like a box that he had in the garage of just, like, stuff from their past.
And then he's like, Katsumi, Isami,
Isami. Until the box is empty, and he finds out there's nothing from Asahi.
Nothing.
Like, nothing.
Gar then brought up a really, really interesting theory, which I'm like, I actually agree with.
Yeah. In which, so, episode 1...
Like, come back to episode 1.
Go back to... go back to episode 1 of Rube, where Asahi shows up right as they wake up from their first battle as Ultramen. That is the only time Asahi is mentioned in the first episode.
Yeah.
And then everyone just goes along with it. So could it be that Asahi just showed up after they became Ultramen?
Yeah, and then, like, there's things where, like, you know, it's like, oh, I remember this shirt that you, like, oh, I love this shirt, and Asahi's like, yeah, you're always pretty silly looking at it, and he's like, oh, you, and, like, Ushio's just like, oh, they remember her.
They remember her like I do, but there's no tangible proof.
And which then just, like, at the end, just Ushio just goes up to Asahi and is just like, who the fuck are you?
In which, since we already saw the movie scans, we know Asahi's an Ultraman.
Ultra woman.
Ultra being.
Don't be fucking biased, Gar.
so, Lane and I have decided as the host for Ultraranger, that after Ultraman Rube, we'll no longer be talking about toy catalogs and magazine scans for upcoming episodes.
Except for, like, pre-show scans, just to see what we're getting into.
Yeah, so more or less, the only times we'll be talking about the magazine scans is when a trademark gets announced, first toy catalog so that we know what we're getting into, like Elaine just mentioned, and press conference information.
Yeah, because, like, now we know Asahi becomes an Ultraman, and we're just like, oh.
It's like, I guessed this, like I already guessed this, but then it's like, there goes the mystery.
Yeah, because that would have been cool if we watched the movie and then we saw it, and we were like,
oh, shit.
Fuck! So...
It's like how I didn't add the other news story about another cast member joining Rube, but I didn't, just to save both you and me from spoilers, I didn't put it.
Good. Awesome. We'll see that character when we see them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, just like, for me personally now, Ultraman's just like one of those things where just like Kamen Rider, I get spoiled for. I don't care. I like seeing magazine scans for Kamen Rider because it gets me hyped for like what's ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Super Sentai, I don't mind either. But Ultraman, I don't know. Ultraman just has like a better unique story to it, and it's 25 episodes, so it's like, it's just 25 episodes, so why spoil that?
Mm-hmm.
So we don't need to know who's like ahead for like Kaijus, and when we see Kaiju show, we'll be like, oh my god, it's fucking blah blah.
Yeah, because we already know what's endgame for Ultraman Rube.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, maybe next year when we hit season 3 of Ultraranger, we'll keep things quiet in the down low.
Yep. And then all the friends will be like, hey guys, spoilers! And we're like,
oh, thank you. Even though we mentioned that we're no
comments disabled for this video.
Comments disabled.
And like the way they're explaining everything was really clear. Like they talk about like their forms, how they can exchange crystals, their weapons that they have.
Like first clip is how they became Ultraman. Second clip is how they can switch crystals with unique abilities.
Which we saw the flashback where like we see like Rosso and Blue from like 1,500 years ago, whatever like that, where they're battling and they get defeated.
Yeah.
So Gary thought of an interesting thing where it's like, well, what if they originally were Ultraman Rube and they couldn't defeat whatever they were fighting, so they were like, hey, let's just separate into 2 separate Ultraman, maybe we'll have a better chance. Like, we'll double our odds.
And then that's why they just disintegrated into crystals.
Yeah, so I feel like that's how that battle, and I feel like we are going to see that whole fight.
I feel like another thing that I feel like we're going to see is why Makoto Aizen chose Ultraman Orb. Like, there's gotta be a reason there's gotta be a valid reason why he chose Ultraman Orb to choose.
I like to think maybe he encountered, like, Orb saved his life or something like that, and he just looked up to him. When he was, like, a young kid or something like that. Like a young little space cloud.
Yeah, young little space cloud, because this clip episode...
Remember that he's an alien.
Reminded us that Aizen is just a tiny little cloud named Cesar.
Or Salazar or something.
Sarazar.
But yeah. So maybe he got rescued by Orb.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Then again, it's not like we have episodes 14 through 16 fully subbed and we could watch them at any point.
Maybe we will after this.
Maybe.
I'd like to.
Alright, we'll catch up.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, let's do the thing. Yeah. We clapped 2 times. I keep getting their handshake confused with
Forza handshake?
Yeah, with Forza's.
Yeah. Forza handshake's fucking fun though.
Forza's handshake is the handshake of all heroes. But yeah, Saki shows up in the episode and
does nothing except for go, hey, Crystal set 5 out now.
Yeah, I got an Ultraman and Ultraman Belial Rube crystals.
Yeah, so the Belial crystal is canon to the show, which makes me fucking super happy because I'm getting that set, so yay.
Yeah, in which she makes a quote from Tokugawa Ieyasu, in which he is the first Shogun general in Japan.
I guess so.
Yeah, that's why I quickly read up on Wikipedia. I didn't really look at it. I skimmed it. Hey, did you not read my email? I skimmed it. Oh boy. But yeah, the quote is, if one's wish is righteous, then the time will surely come when it is fulfilled. Kind of reminds me of my phrase that my parents always, or that my dad always said to me, everything works out in the end.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. In which, like, that is something that I always kind of live by. Everything works out in the end.
Yeah.
Like, maybe that's why I also like Toku. It's like, even when it's in its highs and lows, there is always something at the end. Even if the show sucked, there is something at the end. For instance, a new season.
X-Aid.
Yeah. It's like X-Aid. Everything works out in the end. We got Kamen Rider Build.
Build was a pretty fantastic show, and like
Build is a good show, just don't overthink it.
No.
Like
don't overthink it, like Zeo.
No, don't overthink it, like with Evolt. I kind of overthink Evolt, and I'm like, he wasn't that good of a villain.
He was pretty awesome.
Yeah, well, yeah, but if you actually think about it, sorry if we're going on a little tangent here, but
you never gave your proper thoughts on Build.
Yeah, but no, just when I overthought, like with Build, I noticed one thing that kind of bugged me a bit with Bloodstark in the end. He didn't really have a proper end goal. It was just, I'm gonna blow shit up now.
Well, it was more so, hey, I want space travel, so I can go and fuck up other fucking worlds.
Yeah, but it's like, but why?
Because that's just his nature.
Yeah, but it's like, well, like, if there was a thing for it, then maybe.
The only one flaw that I think the writers fucked up with Evolt was that when, like, Sento fucking kicked him and then gave him human emotions. So I'm like, then what the fuck was all that beforehand? Was that just you acting? I don't think they should ever have done that. They should have just had emotions and then like Build Genius just like kick them into overdrive.
Mm-hmm.
I think that should have been
and the other problem that I also have with Evolt, in which I kind of blame the writers with this, is that he didn't really get a good like farewell in the show. It's just he got kicked, the world got saved. It would have been nice if he got like a final say or something.
Oh yeah, he had a phone where his sentence.
Well, no, it was just
Well, no, he did say something. He's like, oh, you haven't seen the last of me. I'll destroy you all. And then
yeah, well, it would have been cool if like we saw him just start disintegrating with his hands and such, and he's like, just
or
like
a Soichi, or he takes Soichi's form. And
Soichi's form, like he just starts to disintegrate, and instead of being like any final words like, oh, I'll get my revenge one day, or I'll be victory be mine, or I'll perfect line, just meh. It was fun.
Ciao.
Yeah, just ciao.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Anyways,
but yeah, Rube episode was
I like the side plot. I'm glad they had the side plot, just kind of confirming more about Asahi and like.
Yeah, Ushio's storyline was more interesting than Katsumi and Sami telling Asahi.
Oh, he had a new shirt.
Oh yeah, it was a Kitan shirt.
So it was like a picture of a cat, tea, and then
Kitan. Like it was cat and tea mixed together.
Kitan.
And we also found out why he got into the shirt industry. It's because when he met Mio in school, it didn't really imply when in school, high school, probably college.
He made a shirt for her.
Yeah, he made a shirt for her that was Mio Hearts Ushio.
And then she was like, she said like,
it was so embarrassing that.
Well, she said like it would be a waste. It'd be a waste if I wore it, so she didn't wear it. Yeah. But like she loved it, and that's what kind of got inspired Ushio to go into the t-shirt business.
Yeah, and open Quattro M. Quattro M.
Oh yeah, and then like while Asahi Isami's trying to like hold off Asahi when like Asahi's like trying to like.
Oh, let me hold the crystals now. Let me hold the crystals.
And she makes this like fucking face that's just like. Yeah, so that's the thumbnail with like Zeton's like looking at her.
When Zeton and Ultraman X are together, I'm just gonna slap her face on Zeton's body.
There you go.
With Ultraman X.
There you go.
Yeah.
X X X.
Do
X X X. Ultraman X. But yeah, so that's
pretty much it.
So next episode.
I think it's a 2-parter. I think.
Okay.
Episode 14, 15.
Well, then maybe we'll do a 2-parter.
Maybe, but you have to remember, next week is episode 60. It's another even episode.
Oh my god! So that means more Kaiju Club, bitch.
Yeah, we're moving on to next week. We're moving on to episode 60, so we get to talk about another episode of Kaiju Club.
And episode 4 still hasn't been subbed.
Yeah, episode 4 still hasn't been subbed,
but the guy's working on it apparently.
Yeah, the subgroup has mentioned that they are making a quick comeback.
So yay!
Yeah.
But anyway, so this has been
episode 59. Leave it to Daichi.
Schwa for now.
And schwa for now. Hey everyone, thank you for listening to this episode of Kaiju Sentai Ultraranger. We appreciate your dedication to listening.
If you have an opinion on the news or shows we talked about, leave a comment down below. #comments for Lane.
If you want to check us out on other social media pages, you can check out our Twitter pages. As always, you can follow me at twitter.com/autobot.
You can follow me at twitter.com/Lane_.
For other pages, you can find my blog, Gar's Toku Blogs, on Facebook.com. And while you're on Facebook, why not give Radio Sentai Castranger a follow?
For older episodes of our shows, you can find them at castranger.podbean.com. And we also have some merch, such as t-shirts and bags, available at tpublic.com.
That's all for this exciting episode of Kaiju Sentai Ultraranger. Until next time,
schwa for now!